Hey everyone, I'm Sly, and I'm here with D. And guess what, baby? That was a crazy fight yesterday, right, D?
Mm-hmm.
Man, so, you didn't watch it. Alex Wassabi beats Deji in a close fight, I guess you could say. D, let's break it down, man. What happened?
I personally, so before I picked Deji to win, and as you guys know, Deji was 0-2 coming into this fight, and I figure no way he's gonna be 0-3. He's got to get that win. If he's serious about boxing, wants to continue boxing, he needed this W. And a lot of things like led up to the fight, where I'll talk about it after. But focusing on the fight, I thought Alex Wassabi looked really good. He used his length. Whenever Deji would punch and throw combinations, Alex went back. He didn't let him get, like a little head start. He went back and fought with him. I personally had Alex Wassabi winning a unanimous decision. I probably gave Deji maybe one round. I thought Alex won almost every round, and I thought he boxed really brilliant. One thing about Deji that he did improve, not just the cardio. His cardio didn't fail him. He went all 5 rounds, and his defense was actually really good. He was, bobby weaving. He was, every time Alex threw a punch, he was ducking. The thing about it is, yeah, you cannot get hit, but if you're not pressing the action, if you're not even throwing back, and the other person is constantly just throwing, the judges are going to look at it and be, all right, they're going to give it to Alex because Alex was the most aggressive. He threw more punches, threw more combinations, and Deji, even though he dodged a lot of the shots, he didn't throw anything, and that's ultimately why he lost. I don't agree with the scorecard. They gave it to, 2 judges gave it to Alex. One other judge gave it to Deji. I thought that was very generous. But I personally had Alex Wassabi winning this fight. As for Deji, I don't know where he goes from here. One thing I do love about the UK fans is that they're behind their boy. I think the UK are one of the best fans in boxing, and everybody was still cheering for Deji. Everybody loves Deji, and it motivated Deji to continue boxing. I personally think he should just hang up the gloves, but if he does continue, he needs to just work on everything. He worked on his cardio, he worked on his defense. Now he needs to work on his offense, and now he needs to just throw everything, all the combinations while he's fighting.
Yeah, watching the fight, man, I thought it was Alex Wassabi, although I thought he pretty much dominated. The thing going into the fight, I said Alex Wassabi would win. Why? Because Deji has stamina issues. Deji had 2 choices. He could go all out, go crazy, and die out with the stamina, or he could go out and do what he did, was pretty much nothing. It just basically played defense. He really didn't throw a lot of punches. So it was like, how are you going to die? You want to die by lethal injection, or you want to die by getting hung? And he just chose, I'll go the slow, painful route. I'll go lethal injection, and Alex Wassabi, he wasn't great, but the reason I picked him, because I looked at him, both of them, and I was like, dude, Alex Wassabi, he's in shape. You could see the guy training. He wasn't great, but compared to Deji, I was like, come on, I just felt that what was going to happen pretty much, either Deji's going to tire himself out or he's going to just try to last. And that's what he did. He pretty much tried to just last the fight, which I give him credit. Last time it was a better performance than last time. Last time he just completely just quit.
Went 3 rounds.
He only went, he was like Chavez Jr. quitting on the stool. So, but like I said, he won, and we'll see. Deji just came out today and said that he's not retiring. He's going to continue. He said he saw a lot of things different when he got his trainer. He only had a few weeks to train with them, and he learned so much from that time. But I don't know, man. I think he could only go so far. I think he might be time to call it in. What do you got?
One thing about boxing, it's not a seasonal sport. You cannot, play boxing and then take time off. The reason, I think also why you picked Alex is because Alex has been training longer. He wasn't just training for 6 weeks. That was one thing I did notice about Deji. I thought he was training a little bit longer, but it turns out that he was only training for 6 weeks. And then if you break it down, it was really 3 weeks, because one of the weeks he got COVID, and then another week, the week before the fight, they're not really sparring. They're kind of just tuning up, watching film, things like that. So even though that he worked his ass off with his new trainer and he improved dramatically, still, it's not a seasonal sport. You gotta, if you're gonna be serious about boxing, you gotta be 24/7 with this shit. And that was one thing Alex Wassabi said from the beginning, that he was dude, I put in the effort. I've been training. I didn't even know if I was going to get the Deji fight. He said, I was just training because I wanted to box this year. And he was training for months, and that really showed. And even though, like, not to make any excuses for Deji, he said ultimately he did lose, but my heart does go out to him, because if you would have saw his brother, oh, such heartbreak, and all the fans, all his friends, they were all cheering at the first round. And then also with that fan running into the arena, it was like, that kind of did throw out the momentum for both of them. I thought they were both warming up, and then that fan running into the ring, he kind of destroyed the momentum for both of them, kind of threw it off. But ultimately, I think Alex, besides that, Alex was going to win. But my heart goes out to him, because the whole arena was just quiet, and they were just devastated.
If you ever, when that guy ran the ring, it kind of reminded me of the Fan Man when Holyfield, I don't know if you guys remember when Holyfield fought Riddick Bowe, and the guy with the propellers, whatever, came into the it kind of reminded me of that. I was like, what the heck is going on? This is crazy.
And the guy literally just threw him out of the ring.
It was like the Royal Rumble.
But I think that if Deji's gonna continue, he needs to continue with somebody who's also like at his level. Like, he needs to go against a Fuzi, someone who also hasn't won a fight, or he needs to pick a YouTuber who like is also like beginning or doesn't have much experience, because he needs to first just build a momentum.
He's gotta get that monkey off his back.
Exactly. He first needs to get that first W, and then he needs to build the momentum. But that's where I think that Deji should go. And if I'm Alex Wassabi, I would probably go against Slim next. But I think Alex, he really impressed me, and I think that he said he's gonna fight again. So I'm excited to see where both guys go this year.
Yeah, man. Well, that's all we got today. But just let us know down below who you thought won the fight, and if you could do us a great favor, guys, like, subscribe, because we're gonna keep talking about other stuff related to these YouTube boxers. All right. So you have a good one. Take care, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.